Welcome and welcome back. It's another amazing day in paradise. Thank you so much for investing some of your time here with me today. I really actually don't like it when I do that. I get through the introduction and then I say, I know what I want to talk about. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling a little emotional. Maybe a lot emotional, and it's because I have such a mix of emotions right now. Part of it is anger and frustration, and part of it is just so much gratitude and love. And I guess one flows into the other, right? And you get to determine, I get to choose how I use that energy. So I just really want to, first of all, just say I'm in the midst of a 13-day challenge to become a multimillionaire. I'm going to start there. Nobody knows about it because of the situation we've been living in, that we moved out of and put us back in our car yesterday. I have been asking for just 2 weeks. I wanted 10 to 14 days of stability to be able to just rest, get me and Wisdom on a consistent schedule, and then be able to start launching things. I knew this was our season. Like, this is our season. This is our year. We all thrive in 2025. I'm committed to that idea. And we found this Airbnb, and right price, could get 2 weeks, and paid for 1 week, ended up being able to pay for another week. And I even know the owner, as it turns out. I didn't know that I knew the owner until I went to look up the owner on Wake County property records, because I was very frustrated with the management company. Long story short, there I found out there was mold in the refrigerator. Not in the refrigerator. There was mold in the bathroom. They don't do any deep cleaning. It's a co-living situation, so they own the house but rent out 5 different bedrooms. And for the first little while, it was okay because I was in communication with them. They were very communicative. They would communicate back really quickly. And I was like, okay, we're going to get some stuff done, So the first few days, I was just kind of getting in the flow. But I was cleaning and I was fixing. The shower head kept dropping. So I put a plastic bag on it and managed to wrap it so it wouldn't fall. The bathroom door and the room door that we were sleeping in were squeaky. So I put some vegetable oil on it that I found in a cabinet. But then I couldn't find silverware. So I looked in the dishwasher, and the whole thing had mold. There was standing water in there, and there was mold on every surface except for the utensil holder. The basket, that the two trays that hold the dishes, covered in black and or gray mold. And I was like, what? I shouldn't walk into an Airbnb and have to clean it. I was so mad. But I was reaching out to them. They were saying, oh, we're going to get it. Then the microwave broke down. Now, the microwave breaking down isn't so bad because they had a replacement one. They had one in the master bedroom that they had actually a refrigerator and a microwave in the master bedroom. And the person who was in the master bedroom didn't mind bringing it out. The problem is that the ventilation for the stove is in the microwave because it's one of those that are in the wall. That also is supposed to provide a light. Neither were working when I got there on the microwave. So, long story short, we were supposed to check out yesterday. And I was trying to decide, do I reach out to the owner and do I say something? Do I reach out to the management company because they said that they were going to get this, and this fixed, and nothing got done. We had 4 visits from 2 different attendants, 3 from the same person, and they didn't do anything. And none of the repairs that they were supposed to do got done. And so I was like, yesterday I decided, okay, Like I felt like I was distracted, but I was like, well, let me look in the comments. Let me see why they don't have a perfect 5 score, because they have signs everywhere. I won't say everywhere, but they have signs that show like, this is what you need when you have a perfect score. Like, this is what we want. This is what we're striving for. And so I went through and I read the comments on their page and looked for the ones that were less than 5. And they were gaslighting every person that gave them less than a 5-star rating. And on the ratings where they gave them a perfect 5, they were like, oh my gosh, it's so great to have you, blah, 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 blah. It's wonderful. We're so glad we could do this, and that, and the other thing for you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa. Like, just really, like, it felt really icky, like super old school car salesman-ish, with the plaid leather with the not the plaid, but the striped shirt and the pot belly and the polyester suit, like, just gross, and the mustache, and I don't know what I'm visioning, but yes, like, just that old, where they sell you a lemon and acting like it's a Mercedes, and so long story short, I was like, nope, we're just gonna leave, because they're obviously they're not open to hearing how they are. So we left. It took me, well, I knew that we were leaving on Tuesday because somebody had booked behind us, but they reached out to me that night and said that that booking had canceled, which was odd, because you aren't able to just cancel a booking like that. And so it was open, and I was like, after going through all that, I was like, no, we're leaving. And so on Tuesday, I spent half of the day on Tuesday packing up, but because you have to understand that when we were going in to this situation, I was like, this is it. I got the 2 weeks I've been asking for. This is it. This is it. This is exactly my dream come true. And so part of me feels really pissed that that wasn't my dream come true, but it was. Like, like, I got my 14 days, and I'm not going to take anything away from that. But my baby is back in a car, and I said we weren't going to be back in a car. So I'm pissed about that. I'm pissed that they weren't providing an environment that was safe for him and me to be in. I'm pissed that it was dirty and nasty and not clean. I'm pissed about all that, and I'm going to handle that. But one of my favorite quotes is by Malcolm X, and he says, sometimes when we get upset about something, we just cry about our situation. He said, but when you get angry, that's when you make change. And damn it, excuse my language, I'm making change today. It is time for us to get housed. I am too smart to be out here. I have done all the work that God has required of me. And I know that what I'm working on is going to change the world. Like, that's what God told me. And it is just my day to rise. Like I said at the beginning of this, I am in the midst of launching a revolutionary act of love. It is a 3-year funding plan to generate multi-million of dollars so that we can get some stuff done in Raleigh, so that I can stop seeing people walking around in the middle of the night with backpacks on their backs because they don't have a place to go, or seeing people sleep on the ground, or seeing families piled up outside the shelter, and a ton of kids getting off the bus at the family shelter coming from school. No, we're not doing this no more. We're not doing this no more. And so my first goal as a part of this revolution is to just spread love. That's spread LOVE, spread LUVE, not LUVE, but just UV. Love Enterprises is the name of my company. Love is spelled L.U.Vida, and it stands for Learn Your Value, using a little phonetic spelling for the your. And so my goal is $5,000. I have my little hearts. If you haven't seen them before, then just click the link. It will take you to my blog. You can see the hearts. I'm gonna be out giving those away and asking for donations. If you have the capacity to give a donation, then I'm looking for it. This video, it couldn't have been 3 minutes. I went and spoke at council last night and told them what was going on, and thankfully afterwards they came up to me and told me what I could be doing, and I'm gonna handle that situation. But I'm also gonna have me and Wisdom inside tonight, and so whatever capacity you can help with, I would greatly and deeply appreciate it. Thank you in advance. Enjoy the amazing day you're creating. Peace.